Hey guys, it's Michaela. So here I am actually sitting waiting to get my daughter off the bus. Something, sounds different, but I've been working full time as long as I've been in RN, so since June of 2016, me and my daughter, my son, and so this is a huge thing for me to be able to be home and do consistently. So I told you guys that I'm in RN. I dropped down to part-time so that I could work on a bachelor's in biological sciences online and also work part-time as an ER nurse. And then, try to make things as optimal as I can for me and my kids. So I've talked a lot about what I want to do, some of the challenges, and I think that some of the things that I want to talk about today are some different options. Again, I might have previously talked about this a bit, but I may or may not have also disclosed this to you, but I am very easily distracted. We'll put it that way. It's a lifelong thing for me. I tend to get anxious, and so kind of working with those characteristics has been a challenge for me, and trying to find ways to optimize that as well has also been a challenge. But I think something about me that one of my coworkers recently had brought to my attention is that there's nothing to hide. I'm going to lay it all out on the table no matter what. So am I going to hide the struggle? Yes, I am a very high-strung person. Being home I'm a person with a need for pressure, and if I do not have the pressure, my work ethic is a lot less. I try, but there needs to be some sort of stimulation. And then on the off hand there, when there is a lot of pressure, I tend to get anxious. So finding that balance is a challenge for me. I also have realized time and time again with scenario after scenario that, what's best for me and what's best for my kids is A, not the same as any other family. Every family is different. And B, structure is what we need. So that was part of the idea of what I'm doing, is to create more structure for them. And ideally, I think that that's, best for kids in general. So being home for me is like sometimes very difficult because I'm a go, 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 go person. And today we had trial number 1. We live in, right now, a pretty rural area. So looking for resources as far as places to go where I can work on my online projects with my laptop that I bought, which I will show you. We have named Sean. It's a Microsoft Surface. Yeah. So we named it Sean after the surgical resident on The Good Doctor because it is that special. And nobody touches Sean except for Mommy because we had to buy such a high level of software for the courses I'm going to be completing. Anyways, so my son's home with me during most of the day when my daughter's at school, and he's a busybody, which is very typical of boys. So I've been thinking and brainstorming because we have certainly had challenges whereas there going to be time for me to fit this in, and everyone has to learn by trial and error and mistakes, and I've had moments a lot lately where I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, is this the right time? But I've been also thinking for a long time, when is going to be the right time for me to go back to school? Because since my daughter was born, it was like, this is just my aha moment in life, and you're going to be a surgeon, Michaela. This is what you want to do with your life. They gave me the most incredible gift by, saving my daughter's life, and I want to give that back to the world. I want to make that kind of impact. I want to make that difference. I think about it every day. And what you have to know why, your purpose, what's your why. And if you figure that out, and if you can visualize what it's going to look like in the end, and you think about that when things are hard, I think that that's what's going to make the difference. So I have my why, and my kids are my why 100%. And, it's also comes back to partially your values and what are your expectations and standards in life for yourself, for everyone around you. And I want to say, when I'm ready to die, when I'm hopefully 90 something years old, look back and say, it was never about the money, it was never about the income. My only purpose was to A, make a difference in the world, and B, to, well, there's quite a few here, give my kids that role model of someone as a parent who is constantly striving to do better for them, and to show them that you can do anything no matter what your circumstances are. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to have a pity party, but we've had a significant amount of challenging obstacles in life. I have had a lot of support through that, but they've been there. And I want them to have a good life. And it was never, again, about the income, and it's partially just the learning process. So my grades, I won't lie to you, right now we're in the toilet in accelerated classes. So really, I don't have the time to be making this video, but this is something I feel like will be not only beneficial for everyone around me who has similar goals and on YouTube or wherever, or challenges, and you just need to hear it from somebody else. But I think that it's also beneficial to me to be able to just get the truth out, say it to everyone, and share it with you. So currently I'm taking this English 102 is what it's called course online, and one of my projects right now is to create basically a project that looks at a problem, this problem analysis project. So I'm doing it on something within my workplace community, and it is very extensive. And I think one of the biggest challenges that I'm facing is, again, the time. And if I'm home and one of those people who is, okay, this needs to be done, that needs to be done, I need to make sure this is taken care of, that's taken care of, that's taken care of, and learning to let those things go is a challenge that I have. So today, me and my son decided to venture out and try a different approach. And because also this part-time school, part-time work I thought it was what I needed to was to eliminate my gym time, which is not ideal for me, because I need that to kind of, clear my brain and keep going. And I think that giving that up has been contributing to my just fatigue that I've had going on, and just kind of miserable because I'm sitting home on my couch and trying to entertain my child at the same time. So I thought, no, we need to find a new approach. So we went to the gym for a while, which one thing that a lot of people don't know about, and I didn't know about until I moved up here, was the opportunity for childcare while you work out. So he's getting social interaction with kids and adults, which is great. And that way we're not just stuck at home. And then also I didn't realize the amount of resources and activities for kids that a library I had within Watertown, New York. So different libraries and just going to different places, even if that means a friend's house, a family member's house while you work on things. And also, finding that balance so that you can take breaks, go spend time with your kids. And it's not easy, but there's got to be a way. And you know what? I think, again, one of my biggest challenges is feeling as if I failed and accepting that. And again, I'm going to reference a quote that Will Smith says is, fail early, fail often, fail forward. So, yes, I have had some failures with this so far. But what are you doing every day to reflect on that, and what different approaches can you have? If it's something you really want, you have to put in the work, the time, and constantly strive to do things better and different. And that's what we're doing here. So I will try to keep you updated. And there was something else I wanted to share, but I don't know. I'm going to go get back to work so I can try to cut back on my coffee and get some more sleep. And I will touch base with you. Hang in there. I hope you guys have a great day, and bye.